Well, good morning. I'm here in Brundall in Norfolk, on the edge of the Norfolk Broads, where I'm going to be hunting for ghostly hounds in their marshland homes. But first, we need to get a train. Morning. 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 Did you see where the conductor was? Did anyone step off the train?
No.
No. Well, there must be a conductor somewhere. No one had to go look for them. Or, by that I mean you.
Yes.
How are you doing, by the way?
Surviving.
I know, dragging you up at the crack of dawn. Come hunting for demon dogs. I am a star. Also, once again, thank you for coming with me on this excursion.
Need someone to carry all your things?
That's a fair point, actually. But not everyone would. Probably take exception to waking up this early, but best chance to find him. Dawn and dusk.
You'll make it up to me later.
Pardon?
You'll make it up to me later.
Yeah. I say dawn or dusk, so shortly thereafter, as early as we can make it, realistically, given train schedules and such like. Ready.
Welcome to the service for Great Yarmouth. The next stop will be Great Yarmouth.
Here we are, Berney Arms, middle of nowhere. Well, I was hoping for more in the way of interaction, more people on the train, but that's the train leaving Norwich, and most people will be going to work in Norwich, so that's why you got most people going the other way. Kind of this one, it's like the return train. Get to Great Yarmouth eventually, and yeah, it's just little villages along the way, so I imagine, especially at this time of morning, not too busy. Maybe when we return we'll see more people. I imagine we'll, because we've got to go that way because of the train scheduling. So we've got to go into Great Yarmouth anyway, then go back on ourselves to Brundall. So hopefully there'll be more people when we return.
Most likely.
But anyway, yes, here we are. Middle of nowhere. Trying to remember how far it is from the nearest road. A mile, 2 miles. Probably put it on the video later once I actually find out how far it is, but it's a long way. There is public access. If we go down to the end, there's a path that goes eventually to the village, and the other way you end up in the water. Not sure you can see from here a windmill. I think that's it over there.
There it is, yes, in the
Okay, so
distance.
that's by the water's edge. There used to be a pub, but I believe that's closed at the moment. And yeah, we're here for the next few hours. Very basic station setup, as you can see. One platform. It's quite narrow as well. I realised when I was stepping off, I got the end of some seats here. It used to be a shelter actually. Shelter's gone, by the looks of things.
Yep.
Okay, well, hope it doesn't rain. We are forecasting some thunderstorms because we've had some hot weather lately, the past couple of days. So there is some thunderstorms scheduled, but that's not for the afternoon. Also, we're in East Anglia as well. It's a very dry part of the country.
Thankfully.
Absolutely, yes. But it's not too bad in terms of weather either. Say about 17 degrees and some sun around. a little bit of cloud, so I think pretty good day actually for a summer's day. Here and out, getting out and about, foxing things up. Right. I say we look around and see what actually is here.
Sounds like a plan.
Yes. My first thoughts head towards the windmill and the water because that's the only thing here, really.
Yep.
I mean, you can't exactly expect perfect paving along the way. Gravel track, that's as good as it gets.
This remote, we're lucky to get that.
Yeah. I mean, just to link up, like I say, to the footpath leads from the village, and leads that way to the water. Over we go. Both ways. Even though there's not going to be another train for another 4 hours or such, still sensible too, because you never know, there might be something unscheduled.
Very true.
Ah. Better get my stick caught in the track either. Single track. Ah, station information. We can see where the next train is. Right, where am I looking? I love that map as well. It's so detailed. What else do you need? Station, exit. Okay, I know it's about 4 hours to the next train. I'm not sure if I explained that to you before we came along here.
You did not.
Right. Okay. So you're just blindly following me, half asleep, no idea where we're going.
Yes,
Well,
exactly.
you've never been to before.
That's kind of what I do.
Well, I appreciate that. That's very kind of you. Unsurprisingly, I don't actually think this is the least used station in Norfolk. I think there is one that gets us a less service.
That's astonishing.
Yes. And yes, the reason there's a station here at all, it's, again, Victorian landowners. Who else? There was a concession, basically, that, yes, you can build a railway through my land, as Mr. Berney said, as long as you serve it with a train in perpetuity. So here we are, nearly 200 years later, with the line in the middle of nowhere, in the land, still receiving a service. 4 times a day, 2 in each direction. And because the way things are set up, we've got to arrive on 1 and then leave, going the same direction and get to Great Yarmouth and go back on ourselves. And yeah, I'm running out of things to say here because this is very rural, but maybe it's the point where we keep our voices down a little. We listen to the rustles of the grass. After all, it is only a few days until the anniversary of Black Shuck's appearance. So, with his imminent approach, maybe we can hear him here in this flat, marshy landscape. Improv. Well, we made it to the water's edge. There's a couple of dogs over there that don't particularly seem too keen on my company, so leave them be for the time being, but trust me, the water is over there. And we've got the windmill here as well, here at Berney Arms. It's about the only landmark that we have in this area. And you can hear a couple of signs of civilization. I see the dogs, 1 or 2 people, and there's a boat, I believe, that's just headed off a little while ago, but otherwise still rather peaceful and quiet for the time being. You could say it's a perfect place for a devil dog to conceal himself. And yes, we made it to the water's edge. Obviously, water here in this part of the world, in the Broads, very important. Navigation, fishing, and transportation. Really was the way to get around, especially in land that, historically at least, was so marshy. So yeah, see some boats around, windmills. Again, just a peaceful part of the world. Until the flies start to try and fly in your ear. So there we go. Yeah, I'm still here. Don't worry. I'm not going to abandon you. Especially not with Shucky around. Or at least on the way. Okay, so as you'll see from the sign, we've made it back to Berney Arms. A couple of traces of Shuck around, but nothing definitive. So we're going to be moving on to Bungay, see if we can find him over there.